Hello and welcome to another revision video for the AQA GCSE Religious Studies paper. This is looking at Christian practices and in particular pilgrimages and festivals. So we'll begin with pilgrimages. Definition of a pilgrimage is a journey made by a believer to a holy site for religious reasons. It's not just a physical journey, but a spiritual one as well, in which the pilgrim moves closer to God. Now, why go on a pilgrimage? There are a number of different reasons. You could go on a pilgrimage to help other pilgrims, to get closer to God, as we said, to strengthen your faith. You could go to experience a holy place, to ask for forgiveness, to thank God, and move my face out of the way. I can't remember what I wrote. To pray for something. Ideally, a cure is a lot of the reasons why some people go on pilgrimages, and to meet like-minded people. So the main two pilgrimages we look at on the AQA paper are Lourdes and Iona. Now, I know I'm not pronouncing Lourdes right, but I'm not going to butcher it. As a matter of fact, if you check this out, I googled it earlier. Lourdes. All right. So I'm just going to stick with Lourdes because I come from the northeast and I'm going to butcher the French language if I try. So let's move on. Iona to begin with. This is a remote Scottish island, and a monastery was established by St. Columba in the 6th century. It's peaceful, it's beautiful, it's remote, and people go to worship in the abbey there. Lourdes is a French town. St. Mary is supposed to have appeared to a girl called Bernadette and told her to dig, and she did so, and she found a spring of water, and it's believed to have healing properties. So people go to Lourdes in order to receive healing and to go to the place where the Virgin Mary appeared to a girl called Bernadette. They go to Iona for the peace and tranquility of a remote monastery. So a couple of questions, or a 12 marker to practice ideally. The best way for a Christian to grow closer to God is to go on a pilgrimage, and you know how you should evaluate these statements. I've got a video for 12 mark questions somewhere kicking around. I'm sure you'll find it. So let's have a look at festivals. The two festivals we look at in the AQA paper are Easter and Christmas. A festival in general is a day or period of celebration for religious reasons. And if we look at Christmas, we know that Christmas commemorates the incarnation of Jesus. It's very easy to forget that Jesus was involved in the whole Christmas story because we don't see it very often anymore. The Nativity is a key part of the Christian celebration. It celebrates Christ's birth. As does Midnight Mass, it reflects the holiness of the night of Jesus' birth. And the cards and gift giving recalls the wise men's gift to Jesus when he was born. If then we have a look at Easter, we know that Easter celebrates Jesus rising from the dead. It celebrates his death and resurrection. On Good Friday, special services are said to remember the crucifixion. On Saturday night, services of vigil are enacted before the lighting of the Paschal candle to celebrate the risen Christ. And on Easter Sunday, we often have sunrise services, flowers, and special hymns are given in order to rejoice at the resurrection of Christ. A good idea, a good question practice is to give 2 ways in which Christians celebrate the festival of Easter, or to give 2 ways in which Christians celebrate the festival of Christmas. Good luck.